Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fours Academia. Today I am joined by Ponle
Hi guys,
and Chris
Merry Christmas.
What's up? What's up? Merry Christmas.
and Tids. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas and your eating and drinking and all that good stuff. So for our last episode of the year, we're going to do a roundup of our gaming highs and lows. So this is going to be like a free-flowing discussion, I think, just everything gaming that we have indulged in this year. So does anyone have any like highlights from this year they just want to jump in and go ahead and talk about?
To be fair, because of COVID, since I've been at home most of the time, I've spent so much time gaming. A few of my favorite games this year is like Persona 5 Royal. I really enjoyed that game. I think I put 170 hours into it to get the platinum and everything. Yeah, that game it was amazing. I think it's one of my favorite JRPGs ever now. Just from playing that, because I didn't really play Persona 5. I don't know why. I should have really, but I gave another chance when I got Persona 5 Royal, and I got hooked into that game so quickly.
Have you played
The
any
whole
other
story.
Personas?
No, I haven't. That was my first Persona. Yeah, Persona 5 was my first Persona, and now I'm looking forward to the next. And what's the one that's coming to the? Which one's coming to the Switch soon? Shin Megami.
SMT5.
Yeah, SMT5.
Yeah, it's the mainline game.
So I'm going to be trying that as well because I know it's all part of the same.
SMT5 and they're porting a remaster of SMT3.
Yeah, I'm going to be trying those games out
One
now
of
as
the
well.
greatest games of all time.
From that, I'm definitely going to be playing. I'm definitely going to get it. But yeah, I really enjoyed Persona 5 Royal and also the Final Fantasy 7 remake as well. I put a lot of hours into it. I didn't put a huge amount compared to Persona 5 Royal, but yeah, the Final Fantasy 7 remake is a very good game. I still recommend it. If it's still on sale, I think it's like sale for 30 quid or something now. So if anyone wants to get that and they haven't played it, I'd say play it. But yeah, and what other games have I had? To be fair, yeah, like I said, I played a lot of games this year. I'm even looking through on my side all the games I have. Animal Crossing, I've racked up 300 hours in Animal Crossing. You know,
I think I'm close to 500 on that, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm over 300 hours.
It would have been even more if I didn't get like bored after terraforming.
300?
Yeah, over 300. I've stopped playing. I haven't played it in a while. I haven't played it in a while, but yeah, it just adds up because it was for months I would be playing daily. Like every day I'll play like maybe I think it may be something like up to an hour or so, just doing stuff like daily tasks and stuff and keeping my island in order. And this was going on from like March consecutively till like maybe September, October. Maybe the hours just added up for Animal Crossing. You don't before you realize. I know you just don't play.
Chris still in a tent.
Chris is still in the tent, isn't he? He prefers not to speak.
There's not even a rebuttal. You're actually just a game collector.
Well, I mean, nah. I wouldn't say.
All you know is COD.
Yes.
When you say people just know game, is Chris. Chris
well, you know what? Like my Switch playtime this year has been abysmal. Like 24 hours.
Yeah,
I don't know how it's so low. I think there's got to be some sort of mistake there.
What, really? 24 hours?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you showed us.
I don't know. I really don't know how that's possible.
Or the hours on your PS4.
No, because I have played a bit of Smash, and I did play quite a bit of Luigi's Mansion. Fair enough, it's not the longest game.
It's not a long game, is it? No.
I thought you were playing Xenoblade as well.
Yeah, I played a bit of Xenoblade as well. I'm not that far into it, but I played quite a bit.
Yeah,
and considering that we streamed Smash Bros. Not even that long ago, like last week, I was on it for like 3 hours. It's quite weird to have only got 24 hours. But in terms of games that I've liked this year and played this year, obviously Call of Duty Warzone, which came out in March, has taken all my time, and I think I've probably racked up about 30 days.
Oh wow! To be fair, Monster Hunter as well. I can't.
Wait, straight days.
I think I've got about 30 days, 31 days of playtime on Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which includes Warzone. But then I've also been playing. I mean, we played a lot of FIFA during the peak of the start of lockdown. Played a lot of what else did I play? Street Fighter. I ended up playing a lot of Street Fighter, which is strange because it's not a new game, but ended up playing a lot of that. And then just random little indie games here and there, a bit of Nintendo online. But in terms of the games that I thought were pretty big this year, and the highlights, I think Final Fantasy has to be up there. Did that come out this year?
Yeah, Final
Yeah, the
Fantasy
remake,
VII
yeah.
remake came out.
Yeah. Remake came out this year. It's weird. This year is so weird. It's like
It's
you
hard
don't
to
really
keep
know.
track.
Yeah. I even forgot
Animal-
to mention. Oh, sorry,
Animal
go for it.
Crossing. When did that come out last year?
March
This year.
year.
March. It was March this year.
That was the whole thing because we were like
Yeah,
first
March
lockdown,
this
we
year.
were all obsessively
Oh my
playing it.
God.
That's why we all got burnt
Yeah.
out by summer.
I feel like I've had it for ages.
Yeah, that's exactly what Tid said. I got burnt out. I did burn out. I felt
Yeah.
secure to actually do it, and I've now just given up playing it. I'll play it maybe once every so often to do a
When the
little bit.
updates
but
come out. Having said that, though, I didn't repeat the autumn update, the
Me either.
Thanksgiving update, or
Me
the
either.
Christmas one. So
Me either. I didn't really. I logged in once, and then I just I didn't touch
I
it
was like,
again.
oh
I
yeah, let me
just-
get the furniture. Then I saw what was actually
Mm.
going on. I was like, oh, I'm not that fast actually.
Yeah.
I think my highlights of the year for games that came out this year, because I think a lot of the games I played didn't come out this year, but the games that came out this year that I played a lot of, obviously Animal Crossing, which was like my saving grace from March till June until I kind of just like felt like I did everything there was to do. I think after I terraformed my island, which actually all my plans I still haven't really finished, but once I unlocked terraforming, it kind of just like it was like a steady decline after that. Which is weird because I think of like New Leaf and how I could just turn on my 3DS again today and just play New Leaf for like a few hours and put it down, but like something different with New Horizons that makes it feel like you've done everything, so there's no need to play anymore. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it. There
And it's not something you feel with New Horizons. Oh, sorry, it's not something you feel with New Leaf.
No, because even up in the lead up to New Horizons, I was still playing New Leaf like here and there. Not like with New Horizons, I'd play it and it'd be like a marathon. At each time I play it, it'd be like 6 hours. I played this game for. But with New Leaf, it's just 1 hour, run around, say hi to my villagers, unplug the weeds, go shopping, and I can put it down and I can keep coming back to it. With New Horizons, I don't know what it is. I think this maybe because everyone is online as well, sharing their progress and everything they're doing. You didn't really have that with New Leaf. There's more of like an online community that's a lot more active because we're all locked up. Maybe I don't know. What else? I played Streets of Rage 4, which is my first Streets of Rage. I knew of Streets of Rage obviously, but I'd never actually played it before until 4. I had a lot of fun with that in the beginning of lockdown. I played through the story mode with which character was it? I've got his name already. The cyborg looking character. I think is his name Cyborg? It can be
I
Cyborg.
can't remember. Is he a retro character?
He's a new character.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Like Gary Dreads, he's like a cyborg. I don't know if his name is like cyborg or not. But yeah, I played through
In
his
Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage 4.
Okay, Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah, I played through the story mode of that one.
Mm.
That was fun. I got Persona 5 Royal, but we're not going to talk about that because I'm still Kamoshida's Palace. So I can't really comment on that. But then I think one of my gaming highlights, and I feel like it was robbed at the Game Awards, but we all know how the Game Awards is going to turn out anyway.
How could I forget Ghost of Tsushima?
I was waiting for you to say Ghost of Tsushima. You never said that.
I
I
was actually
know.
gonna say,
I completely forgot about that, and I'm
Yeah.
still playing that game as well.
We'll come back. We'll come back to Ghost.
We'll
'cause
come
I
back
was
to it, we'll
thinking,
come
why
back to
did you
that.
finally say Ghost? You were like ranting and raving about it. But yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like
Hades.
it should have at least,
Yeah.
Hades. It should have at least won something from the Game Awards, even though we knew The Last of Us 2 was going to sweep.
How do you think lockdown has affected the way you play games?
It's made games feel like work a little bit, depending on the game. That's definitely what happened with Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing started to feel like work, which is why I
Yeah,
just
felt like
stopped
a chore.
playing.
Exactly that with Animal Crossing for me. Yeah, some games felt like a chore. I think it's just like the time as well, because I'm working from home and stuff as well, and I can just play pretty much, have a lot more time for games. It just feels sometimes I've got so many games to and a backlog there that I just I just sometimes just leave them alone and just go to a game that I just be I'm usually used to playing sometimes. But yeah, it's a bit of I've just got the options now. I've got the options and the time, but it feels a bit. Sometimes feels overwhelming. And I think, oh, I've got backlog to get through. I've got all this time, and I just can't be able to get through it, and then I just put it off sometimes. But yeah, it's been.
Still doesn't stop me from like buying more games though. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. Doesn't stop me from buying more games as well. If you can see, I've got like I said, I've got so many games to go through. I've got like Borderlands 3 as well because I got when it was on sale as well. I got Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, which I played a little bit of. Like I said, Demon Souls I played a little bit of. What other games? Horizon Zero Dawn, which I'm currently playing. And I've got loads on my Switch. Let me not even talk about Switch games. I have Paper Mario and Origami King. Ask me where I am in that game. On the Paper Mario, I'm still at the beginning.
I've actually got Super Mario, the anniversary.
I've got that.
I have not even opened the packaging.
Yeah, I got Super Mario 3D All Stars, and I've only got like.
I think I got 8 stars in Mario 64. I haven't touched the other 2.
I got 5 stars in Mario 64. Got 1 star, Shine Sprite, in Sunshine. I haven't even touched Galaxy yet.
The thing with me is that because I've finished Galaxy already, I've played Super Mario 64 countless times, start to finish. The only one I really wanted to play was Sunshine, and it's like because I played Sunshine a little bit when I was young. I don't really have that push to play the game like I do with other games. But I do want to get around to playing Galaxy one more time, definitely. I was talking to a friend actually, and we were just talking about how back when we were younger, we'd play games from start to finish, and you almost wouldn't play any other game until you were done with that.
Finish with that one,
done
with that game, and it's just that now. I don't know. It's because we have a bit more money than we did back then.
You have money and more things to vie for our attention.
Yeah, and that FOMO will get you, like, knowing that everyone's got... Like, I definitely bought Super Mario the 35th anniversary. Because I went there...
the stocks were low, so I
was like, it was a mixture of that and there's a mixture of that and like Nintendo being anti-consumer.
Yeah. Because I remember having it in my Amazon basket, and it was 50 quid, and I was thinking, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And I cancelled it. I actually cancelled it. And then I saw everyone with their copies, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And I went to Argos and I just bought it.
I bought mine. The minute they said, oh no, stocks are running out, I was like, I'm not going to get caught lacking. Let me buy my copy. And I've played like maybe 5 hours.
I don't even think I've even played 5 hours. It's definitely under that for me.
You guys have played the games before, so...
Yeah, that's the only thing, yeah.
I actually developed a new pastime during lockdown where I look at the price of rare Nintendo games.
Not a pastime.
It's a pastime. I'll just go on eBay and see how much these games cost. And it rattles me because some of these games I've owned. And it's like, they cost so much. Like I saw a sealed copy of Ocarina of Time. The one with the gold cartridge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
Grand.
How
grand?
Much? I thought you were going to say like £200 or something. What?
Grand. Yeah.
Grand.
Sealed one.
Jesus is Lord.
Fire Emblem on GameCube. Radiant Dawn.
Radiant Dawn with Ike.
Yeah, Radiant Dawn. I saw going for about £400 on eBay.
Oh my god! I can understand Ocarina of Time because it's been put. It's no, I can understand Path of Radiance because I don't think it's ever been ported or anything like that.
Oh no, it was a PAL version.
No, but I mean, put it to system.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay. The 3D remake and all that other stuff. But
I think
I get the gold cartridge though because it wasn't many.
It's collected. It's like a limited edition.
Yeah, it rattles me because it's like these games are just normal games that you could just buy in the shop once upon a time, and now they're going for this much. Like if you look at the Black Label Super Smash Bros. Melee, going for loads. Yeah, you know there's the Player's Choice, and then there's the regular one.
Okay.
So the regular one's going for quite a lot. I saw Skies of Arcadia going for £1,000.
I wonder how much Earthbound is.
Oh, crazy.
We've not got a port, remake, remaster, nothing.
Yeah, and the thing is, sometimes I think about it, like some of the games that we buy, I know that they'll be worth quite a bit. in a couple of years' time.
Okay, so we've discussed the highlights. Now, some of what of the low points of gaming for 2020, in you lot's opinion.
We might as well go with the bang and start with the one that's most recent, Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. So we've already given
Fortunately.
like our initial impressions on the game, I think, on release week in an earlier
Yeah.
video, which will be in the description box if you're watching on YouTube, or in the description of the Spotify episode as well. So you can watch that. And I don't think there's much to expand on based on our initial impressions. Yeah, it's
just
buggy.
we could talk about what the bad from work, because it's
Yeah.
still they're still in the news now. Even the investors are filing a class action lawsuit against
4 different law
CDP.
firms.
Yeah, 4 different law firms. So yeah, saying misleading on how the game was, etc. Yeah,
Sad state of affairs.
Yeah, very sad
Crazy
state
to
of
think-
affairs.
Yeah, it's just crazy to think that this release has been so catastrophic. It could lead to the end of CDPR as a company with these lawsuits. It's really, yeah.
It's
Company
crazy.
that's made plenty of great titles in the past, by the way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just a big,
I
big
think
shame.
the game at the core of it is a good game at the core, but
Yeah,
they should not have released it like this soon.
it just wasn't a finished game.
It wasn't a
The lack
finished
of
game.
polish.
The lack of polish is just crazy.
frightening.
It's absolutely frightening. And it's not, the thing is, it's so terrible in the last gen consoles, but the game is actually still a last gen game. It's not like it was made for straight off a new gen. It was last gen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's been a complete haphazard from the delays. Fine, but the fact that they said it was golden ready, they just had to get iron out a couple of things. But as we've seen, it was not ready. It was still not ready.
Yeah.
And they're still gonna have to do like 2 major patches, one in January and one in February, to hopefully fix the rest of it. But nah, it's been a mess, complete and utter mess. I think it will still come good, the game, but it's just done so much damage now, the way it's been handled.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, go for it, Tiz.
I was playing on the original PS4, and there were a few like moments where I experienced like lag or things weren't loading properly. There's a time I got stuck on a loading screen, but nothing in the way of like the bugs like we saw posted on Twitter or anything like that. But I think, having said that, I think Prime was playing on PS5 and he crashed like a dozen times. I didn't think he got to finish the main story of the game, just crashed so often. And like with everything going on, I think once I completed the prologue with the heist and everything, I didn't really have a real incentive to carry on playing, considering the other games I
100%.
had on like the back burner as well. I was like, I could just be playing Hades instead. So after I did the heist, I kind of like, well, I tried it and just didn't play again.
It's a sad state of affairs, man. I'm one of, well, I was going to say few, but a lot of people who aren't going to trade the game in or get their money back for the game. And I do feel like the issues will be ironed out. It's a game that, for a lot of us, we've been expecting for, like 8 years now.
Yeah.
About almost 8 years now. And as Pony said, the core of the game is very good. I'm willing to give them time to iron out the kinks, and hopefully sometime next year, when it's all fixed and all the glitches and all the patches are put into place, we can get a good game, and the game that we expected to have in the first place might have a bit of a comeback story where it's similar to No Man's Sky.
That's very true.
So who knows?
You never know.
Yeah, I'm not trading the game in either. I've just not really had the will to play it, probably because of the issues. I've had a few bugs on the game, like weapons floating in the air, dead bodies, like limbs floating up and down.
Yeah.
Games crashed a couple of times for me. I've just not really had the motivation to play it, but I'm not trading it in. I'm still keeping it here, and then I will play it once they've ironed out the issues and stuff. I'll probably get back into playing it, and I think it will turn out good. It's unfortunate how the things have turned out for it.
Yeah.
Not a game, but to do with gaming, something that has disappointed is unfortunately Nintendo.
Nintendo as a company.
As
a company,
They've been
yeah.
the fun police. This
Yeah.
they've been the fun police, but we've
Yeah.
really seen
Yeah.
it.
And it's crazy because we're all big Nintendo fans. We've all grown up with Nintendo consoles,
Mhm.
but all of us know how bad they've acted in so many respects
Yep.
recently, and not even just recently, but there's also stuff that's come out that happened in the past. For example, with the spying on the hacker, the 3DS hacker,
Yeah.
which is unacceptable for a company that's meant to be as inclusive and family friendly as Nintendo is. Just goes to show at the end of the day, business is business.
Yeah, company's a company.
But there's so many decisions that have been made that they're just really, really puzzling. From Smash to the hacking, from the Etika Joy-Con boys
Yeah.
charity. It's just really confusing. I don't know why they've done all of this.
I don't know, but it's just they really move super overprotective against the IPs, and I think it's bad. They should be more flexible, I think.
It seems almost like an oxymoron for a company to be so anti-consumerist.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nintendo, they continue to. And what about also the copyright music issues?
Oh my gosh, the music on YouTube. Gilbert Sun has been having a
It's
mare
ridiculous,
since
man.
last year.
It
It's
is
been
ridiculous.
ongoing.
So yeah, this year as well. You know, we had it last month. The release of the Xbox Series S and X, and the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Digital. Yeah, so we've got a new console generation, and there's even with these new releases, there's been issues with.
It doesn't feel like it.
Doesn't feel like it, does it? But
Part of the reason most people got it is image.
Yeah, to be fair, it's probably that because there's not really much games out there yet.
The games I'm playing most of the time are not next gen games.
The PS4 games, yeah. I'm still playing PS4 games mainly.
In fact, the only true next gen title I've played, I'd say, is Demon's Souls.
Yeah. Also, what I was going to say as well, yeah, with the new console generation as well, there has been the issues, as you've seen, the pre-order issues at the debacle with pre-orders. Both Sony and Microsoft had their issues with pre-orders, and then